Capricorn, welcome to your session. In this session, Capricorn, we are going to take a look at what you're clinging on to. And keep in mind, Capricorn, that this is a general reading. It's not a personal. So please take that into consideration. Also, I have one request of you, Capricorn, is that you do not force any of the channeled messages. Okay? All inquiries, email spiritualguideandlight@gmail.com. I'm being guided to start off with direct transformational messages. How the direct transformational messages work, Capricorn, what comes out, that's your message. All right. And then we're going to move on and see what other additional messages come out for you. Okay. Definitely grounding is needed to take place. I don't know why, Capricorn, if either you're not ready to go on I'll say this. Either you're not ready to go through a season of detox. For some of you Capricorns, you're not ready to feel. Others of you, you're just refusing to be in your feminine energy. You're just not ready. All right. And so, with that being said, when it comes to transformation, it's a no at this time. And I say that is because cleanse is in reverse, and that is something that you do not see. Grounding is needed. All right. I feel on the ground whenever a card falls on the ground. That lets me know that grounding needs to be done. Practice. Quick in a hurry is what I'm hearing. Please don't compare me to other readers who when cards fall on the ground and they look at it as a negative aspect. If you are going to be combative, excuse me, I am blessed. Thank you. God has definitely blessed me. Listen, Capricorn, I will not be combative. I'm all for critical criticism, but when it comes to how I read and how I tap in, when a card falls on the ground, that is my direct message to tell you that grounded needs to happen. Quick, fast, in a hurry. And I won't discuss it anymore. Moving forward, Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. As an intuitive reader, allow this reading to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding. Difficult. And the reason why I'm labeled as difficult is because those who label me and say that I'm difficult, they're insecure with themselves, and they try to project that I'm difficult. No, I'm not difficult. Because you know what you want and you're not confused about what you want does not make you a difficult person. Let's make that clear, Capricorn. So if someone tells you, Capricorn, that you are difficult, do not accept that. You create that boundary right then and there and you correct it, because if you don't, it will get worse. If you don't, that's giving a person or people permission to downgrade you. Okay? When you know what and this is an example, say we go to the ice cream parlor, right? I want butter pecan ice cream, but I don't want it as a scoop and I don't want it as a cone. I want my butter pecan ice cream to be a banana split. But the person who's serving me is saying, well, we don't do banana splits like that. You can have your banana split all vanilla, or you can have it vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry with the strawberries and cream and nuts and, and the drizzle of the chocolate and whipped cream. And I say, no, I don't want that. I want butter pecan ice cream, and you can do the rest like a banana split. And because I know what I want, I am being deemed as difficult. But instead of this person getting out of their stubborn ways and the old way of doing things and they're not stepping into the role of serving me because I am patronizing them to give me what I want, does not make me a difficult person. So Capricorn, do not allow anyone to downgrade you and make you feel like you are difficult because you know what you want and you're very clear. Get far away from them as possible. Now, if this is family, accept them for who they are. Stop inserting your family into moments and situations of things that you want to explore that make you happy. Because if they're not going to praise you or uplift you, Capricorn, or root you on, why would you want a Debbie Downer? Some of you Capricorns, you're just not ready to face that. You're accepting things for the way they are. But you need to accept that you deserve to be happy. Okay? Knowing what you want is not a negative aspect. Knowing what you want is a positive thing. That lets me know that you're not confused. Okay. Did we let's do it again. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. As an intuitive reader, allow this reading to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding for Capricorn. Thank you. If you are new to SGL Spiritual Guide and Light, hi, I'm SGL Spiritual Guide and Light, and welcome. Make sure you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. If you're returning, welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. All right, Capricorn, let's see what your direct transformation message is. You have just asked. Okay, so Capricorn, you are in Taurus's energy. You have a little bit of your energy as well, but for the most part, Taurus energy is about being present, and it looks like you're not wanting to do so. When it comes to setting your intentions, the intentions that's set is that you're refusing assistance. You are refusing to ask for help. Okay. Just ask is coming in reverse. And there is this song, it's a gospel song, and it says, just ask in my name. How does the word go? I that's all I heard was just ask in my name. Whatever your belief system is, Capricorn, all you have to do is ask. Okay. This is telling me you need to swallow your pride. You need to get over yourself. There's something to where you feel this obligation to where let me confirm. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and then I want to confirm if that's what it is. I feel like the reason why you're not asking for help is because you owe too many favors. And the fact that you've asked for help and you receive the help, you've ran out of chances. And so it's kind of like you're in a rut. Clarify. I just want to clarify why just ask is in reverse. Because I'm hearing that just as I can't remember the lyrics of the song, but it's a gospel song. And then basically, but yeah, pride and freedom. Pride and freedom. You're acting like whatever it is that you need assistance or help with, that you can do it yourself, but technically you cannot. You can, but you need, this pride thing is getting a hold of you. The top of the deck is love. Capricorn. You're not ready to turn your life around, is what I see here as well. No one's pressuring any belief system on you, Capricorn. A belief system is your choice. And you need to take pride in the fact that you can believe in whatever you want to believe in. Just because if let's say you're atheist, and let's say, I'm a believer of divine, which I am, but let's just say you're atheist, I'm a believer of divine, right? And and I ask you, the reason why I'm not asking you for help is because you're atheist and I know you won't help me because I believe in divine. You know, if you don't ask, you'll never know. You can't just create these scenarios in your head, Capricorn, and think that no one's going to assist you. You have to ask. Okay. Now, when it comes to asking divine for help, your transformational message is when divine answers your prayer, don't ever forget. So it feels like this is one of those becking calls where you say, "Hey, divine, I'm coming to you and I need your help." Divine is saying, when I help you, Capricorn, don't you ever forget. Don't you forget that I am always here to help you whenever you call. And it just feels like when divine helps you, when you get out of your own way and ask divine to help you, Capricorn, divine is going to install in you pride so that you would know and never forget where your help comes from. And then divine is also going to give you the tool of freedom to understand that you are not blocked, you're not entrapped, you're not enslaved. It is safe to be. And when it comes to this love, it just feels like it's another, it feels like it's another essence of love where most common when it comes to the experience of love. It just feels like you won't seek love outside of divine moving forward because you know where your help comes from. And it's going to be a fair, even exchange, Capricorn. I hope that makes sense. But when it comes to your transformation message, it says, there are many here in the spirit world that can assist you, Capricorn, at this time. We are made up of the divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for help and guidance, Capricorn. That's your direct transformation message. Okay. When it comes to love, Capricorn, it says, I commit to the practice of seeing all the good in all things. When it comes to freedom, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And when it comes to pride, I love myself. I see myself in everyone. All right. See, it definitely sees like the outcome of the lesson learned when you know where your help comes from. Give me some self-awareness messages for Capricorn, please. Yes. Just as in my name. I hear the song, but I don't know. That's one thing about me, Capricorn. Sometimes I can tap into a song and I only tap into the lyrics that I hear. I can't tap into everything else. What is this message for my Capricorn? Capricorn, you have present coming in reverse. You have disinterest coming in reverse. And you have unenlightenment in reverse. Okay, it doesn't feel like you're lost. It just feels like a gray area in your life. That's all it feels like. Awareness, yeah. It's not about figuring anything out. It's not about feeling blah. It's just at a standstill. So I'm being guided to tell you not to force anything outside of yourself, or do not embark on anything right now, because there's a message coming in for you, Capricorn. You have insecure here. All right. And this insecure can mean anything. Insecure doesn't mean with like, it doesn't it doesn't have to be esteem. This could it could be financial security. It could be being grounded. It doesn't have to do with esteem. Clarify, what is this? Let me just take it from the top. Thyself. It is esteem. Thyself is in reverse. So you need to work on your confidence. What are you clinging on to? Your insecurities. Word of advice for Capricorn, please. And I want to take a look at why you don't feel confident, if that's okay. Adversity. Yeah. So for some of you, there is hardship. Okay. And some of you, there is financial insecurities. Insecure was coming in reverse. No, I mean, it's upright. Insecure. If it was in reverse, there would be no insecurities or any yeah. So you're being controlled by adversity at this time. And this adversity could be financial hardship. It could be drugs, alcohol. It could be, just being in a dark place. It says, I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. So you are the light at the end of the tunnel, but, it's a beacon here. You're calm and collective. So you're going through the motions alone, and divine is saying, just ask. You don't have to go through this alone. And if you do have someone to confide into, obviously it's not enough. The bottom of the deck is success. So Capricorn, if you like life the way it is, then I'm kind of confused of why you're here. If you like this type of lifestyle that's very challenging, and it's kind of like gambling your life every day, living not living each day like your last, but just in survival mode. And there is codependency here. But you have success at the bottom of the deck is what, it says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So Capricorn, I have a question. Why are you sacrificing yourself? Blame. So if things are not going right in your life, it's because you're putting everyone else before you. I'm all about congratulations, Capricorn, if you serve people and you help people, if that's what you like to do. But you can help people, but at this point, if you got to help yourself, you have to help yourself, Capricorn. And that's something you're not ready to see. Denial's there. So, now I understand why pride, love, what cards came out? Pride, freedom, and love. You like. If I was to describe your life, Capricorn, you're not settling. That's just your life. And from time to time, you blame people for the reason why your life is the way it is. And then you get gratification of helping those same people who make you feel like they're the reason why the life is the way they are. So when you're done feeding off of unhealthy connections, that do serve you. They serve you, but it's in a low vibrational way. Capricorn. Um, shed some light on this spread for Capricorn. Align your life. Yeah, Capricorn. You're so broken you can't be fixed. And if you are blaming other people for the reason why of your brokenness, you're successful of communicating that, but you're in denial when it comes to outgrowing people that you love. There's the self-esteem. You're afraid. So basically this is a comfortable space for you. This unhealthy life is your safe space. And so you're afraid to experience a healthy life. And I'm not talking about vegetables and fruits. No, I'm talking about a healthy life where you're no longer feeling broken. You're feeling whole. But self-esteem is coming out. When it comes to being insecure, thyself is in reverse. You have to stop blaming people. What you have to stop clinging on to is stop blaming people, stop being in denial that yes, people may have played a role in contribution of why you are broken, but moving forward, it's your responsibility, which if you were to put in the work to go through a transformation of 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 wanting and putting in the work to become a new version of yourself, you will be successful at doing that. And you will have a testimony when it comes to your experience connected to adversity. But you have to build up your confidence. Okay. You can't get mad if people are not showing up for you on your demand, Capricorn. And it's not about it not working that way. It's just, everyone's in a comfortable space. No one is wanting to change this unhealthy, toxic dynamic. Let's go ahead and see what other spreads come out. What other messages come out in your spreads, Capricorn? What is it that Capricorn is refusing to see? Oh, I wanted to take a look at I can't remember. We were supposed to take a look at the back end of something, but that's enough. That's enough because it's pulling my energy. What else is what is Capricorn refusing to see? What else is my Capricorn refusing to see? What else is Capricorn refusing to see? So, Capricorn, you're refusing to see that you're numb. And in the previous set is saying you're helping everyone else. And what you don't see is that you are numb. Okay. You're running away from how you feel. And this is letting me know that you're living a false life. You're pretending to be happy and you're not. Give me a word of advice for Capricorn's false happiness, please. Word of advice for Capricorn's false happiness. Peace, failure, doubt, pride, and service. And there's balance at the top of the deck. You have building blocks here. I see here with the peace, failure, doubt, and pride in service. this is your foundation. Let me move it. This is your foundation. It's like you go through this cycle on a regular day basis. You start off your morning with peace, and then you have these moments, a majority of your day, of feeling like a failure, and then this is where your esteem is like going like this, doubt and failure, right? But and then this pride is where you are refusing to ask for help. And you're masking this and pretending like you're happy and you're helping everyone else instead of helping yourself. You're numb. And you are living a false, I don't want to say life, you are not happy. And until you accept us, until you put those who you help on hold and say, hey, I have to make myself a priority. I have some pain. I have some issues. I have a thorn in my side, and I need to be balanced, and I need to heal this Three of Swords energy. And you will be successful at doing that. That came out in the previous spread. The live will be available to you, Capricorn, where you can see what gems belong to you in this session. Okay, moving forward. What does Capricorn need to know in pertaining to this numbness and pertaining to awareness? Sometimes we could be numb, and is it your numbness or is it someone else's? Capricorn, what is this numbness? What you don't see. Hold on. Faith is coming in reverse. What you don't see. Lust is in reverse. You're no longer interested in pleasures that used to be satisfying. Faith is in reverse. Toxic is in reverse. What you don't see is illumination. That's what you're convincing yourself. But I see that you, in your own energy, those are the things you like. You have risky in terms. Yeah. You don't know if you want to go on a healing journey, because when we first started your session, cleanse was coming in reverse, meaning you're not ready to go through a transformation for the betterment. But you are trying to convince yourself that you are some changed person, but in reality, nothing has changed. You're trying to make a deal with God, and God is saying, no, I will not allow you to operate the way you're operating. And it just feels like there's a lot of broken promises. Let's get divine out of this, right? Let's put divine on hold. When it comes to your connections with people, Capricorn, it just feels like there's a lot of false promises that you didn't keep. All right. I will say this, Capricorn, your next, if you decide to have a one night stand or whoever you're having a sexual encounter with, I would wrap it up if I were you. Don't say I didn't tell you. Moving forward, I don't know what that is. It's crazy. Capricorn. If you are wanting to know, Capricorn, you clinging on to a person. If a person is faithful, they are not. On the outside, they look innocent, but they are not innocent. Okay. What's risky is that they sleep around. And maybe they are having a health scare at this time. I don't know if it's you or them, but that's your business. What else does Capricorn need to know? All right. You have new love and inner growth coming through. You have twin flame in reverse and her in reverse. So, Capricorn, the moment that you go through this transformation and removing all the brokenness, right, and becoming confident and working on your self-esteem, is when the love that you need comes through. Don't focus on you're being asked to close out your twin flame connection, because obviously it is not your divine counterpart. You're being asked to go on your transfer. I don't know how long it is. I don't know if it's a season. I don't know how long it's going to take you to become whole again. But once you become whole again, it just feels like, you are going to reconnect with someone who is already whole. And it's not that you're late, you're right on time. Okay. So if you're wondering if someone is waiting for you, I don't think they're waiting for you. But when you decide to reapproach the connection in this wholeness, there's nothing that's going to stop what's true in the connection. You know, um, when there's a belief system of high hopes, it doesn't justify how you finally believe that love, um, that you can experience love again. Okay, so that with the renewed hope here, it's kind of like, your wish being granted when it comes to being whole again, and in tapping into the love that this energy from love that you were you're running away from, or you were trying to find. It's one of the two. Okay. I am message for Capricorn. I am message for my Capricorn. Unconditional love in reverse. Yeah. Restoration. Once you become whole again, Capricorn. Your I am message. Um, you have every right to have a cold heart or to feel cold at this time. I'm being guided to tell you that. It says, my heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see I see pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. And once you're ready to transition into your wholeness, there's a change of heart, Capricorn. Oh, give me an outcome for Capricorn. Oh, it's a mess. Mm. So stop pretending like you're happy, Capricorn. You may need to, I don't know. I'm gonna keep my personal opinion out of this. And stick to the messages. You have the devil, which is your energy, Capricorn. Capricorn, it says, you're finally breaking free and becoming more self-aware. Uh, be from poor habits. This is what it says. That's what it says. Be from poor habits, a bad relationship, or a negative situation. You're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Take some time for yourself, Capricorn, to ensure that you fully ridden yourself of these negative bounds. Angel guide message for Capricorn. Oh, I'm being guided to pull the energy of hope for you before pulling your angel guide message. What is the energy of hope for Capricorn, please? Thank you. You have deceit. Goodness gracious. Oh, goodness. Mm, 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 mm. Your energy, Capricorn. Stop lying to yourself. You're cheating yourself out of life. Ah, let's read it. 25 could be significant. Taurus, Cancer, energy. 25, let me find it. Just one moment, Capricorn. Mm, 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 mm. My Capricorn. I'm being guided. This is your affirmation, Capricorn. I am honest with myself and others, and I attract great honesty, integrity, and support from the universe. The reason why I'm being guided to tell you to say that affirmation is because you have too much pride of asking for help. Oh, you have to call it in. Angel guide message for Capricorn. Thank you. Divine timings in reverse. I'm talking to a group of Capricorns who can care less. And I guess this session is supposed to be available to you for when you're ready. No one's forcing you to do anything that no one's forcing you to do anything that you don't want to do, Capricorn. Vulnerability and freedom. You're afraid. You need to heal your inner child. You need to heal it. Vulnerability and freedom. You like I don't I don't want to say too much. Vulnerability and freedom for Capricorn, please. Angel guide message. It says it isn't always easy to put yourself out there, but you are being encouraged to do so. Drop the shields and barriers that you have put up because these walls are preventing the world from seeing your light. Your angel guides is reminding you that you don't need to protect yourself because God can do that for you. Whenever you feel vulnerable and unsafe, old habits and patterns will want to kick in, but call in the light of God and surrender your need to protect yourself. When you give angels permission to come in and help you, they will guide you towards freedom, joy, and your highest good. That is confirmation of the whole reading, Capricorn. That is everything all in a nutshell. I'll say that is the oyster with the pearl inside of it. Yeah. All right, Capricorn, I love you. Don't forget love is kind. Those were the messages that came out for you for what you're clinging on to messages. Please don't force in on those messages. This session will be available to you for whenever you need to come reference. Okay. I love you. Don't forget love is kind. Don't forget love is gentle until we meet again.